Deluded Gooner again. Guys, we all know Kante deserves PFA Player of the Year. I mean, come on. I know even you football hipsters who are very proud, the best way to put it. Come on, just admit the guy deserves it now. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm not saying he's the only candidate. There's some other candidates. But for me, I'd give it to him. We all know I love Kante. I've made 2 videos about Kante, but don't get me wrong, people do go overboard with the Kante praise and things like that and behave like the guy's invincible when he's not. The only invincibles are the ones that played for Arsenal. Had to say that there, come on. But yeah, you get where I'm going. But the man has been great. I mean, again, consistency, competence, 2 important principles of being a footballer that go under the radar. He has displayed that for the last 2 seasons for the large part. Whether Chelsea go on to win the league or not, the guy has done it the guy has done it. Like, I don't need to state it anymore. The guy has done it. I mean, if Chelsea don't win the league, worst case scenario, he was part of a team that won the league and a team that led the way for the majority of the campaign 2 years in a row. Of course, it's not all him, but it speaks volumes. It is no coincidence that he is part of that. It is a mainstay to that. Not only that, if we cast our way back to when people wrote off Chelsea and thought Chelsea weren't going to do anything and said Conte was going to get sacked, and this and that and the other, people called Kante a flop, said he's a one-season wonder. Oh, why did Chelsea pay 30-odd million for him? He's not going to be able to do anything. To pull it up, to come back from that, to along with the other Chelsea players, to come back from that, to pull it together and to get your plaudits again, that deserves praise. If that was any other player, an attacking sort of player, someone that writes headlines and is glamorous, they would have got that. I mean, last year, look at Leicester now. It speaks volumes. Of course, he won alone and players were playing for contracts and things like that. But the praise went to the Vardys and the Mahrezes and that. Look at Kante now. Look at Kante. You can see that it's missing. Like, they're signing all these guys that look like Kante to try and granted, indeed, he's okay, and to try and do what Kante does, but you can't replicate it. Not only that, he goes against everything that these experts claim you need to be a footballer. Pardon me, getting very passionate there. He goes against everything people claim you need to be a good footballer. He's not going to do these showman passes from 40 yards. He's going to do the dirty work that is underappreciated in this game. He's not the biggest and the most towering, so when he barges someone or does something, it doesn't look as epic. But it should be why he deserves it more, because they swear, people swear if you're not a transistor or whatever, you can't be a decent footballer anymore. Like, not only that, we know football, nowadays in football, you can't tackle, and there's not an appreciation for the dirty work of the game. Like, there's just not an appreciation that there previously was. So giving it to Kante makes a change. This is even echoed by Hazard, who said if he could, he would give it to Kante. I do think to a degree Hazard's lying. I mean, what footballer wants to give it to another footballer? You want to win that? Hazard's even said, who is actually a candidate for me as well to go and win that, has actually said he doesn't know if 2014-15 he was better this season or that season, which speaks volumes. So I mean, it's probably going to go to Hazard because he makes the headlines, and players like that are why people go and watch games and pay to go and watch football matches. But Kante deserves it. Even Courtois, it's sad that Courtois even weighed in. He said Kante deserves it, but he also said that Kante probably won't get it. Hazard will get it before Kante. Why? Because they know that the game is tailored towards this sort of aspect. You even got to look at the Ballon d'Or, whatever the hell it's called. Go and look at that, how many attackers were on it versus how many defenders. We all know football doesn't like defenders nowadays, doesn't like defensive work nowadays, doesn't like the dirty work. It's near enough impossible to tackle someone nowadays. But for me, that is why Kante deserves more praise. I'm not saying he's the only outstanding candidate. I'm just making a case for him because he's had 2 years of consistency. He's not been alone, and he does get overrated to a degree, yes. But to come back from being a one-season wonder to be great for Leicester and be great for Chelsea, and he was actually at a decent Euros, it's time to rate. Not that Euros is anything to do with this, but yeah, it's time to give the guy his praise. Of course, with the Champions League and things like that, it will be a test for him. Again, no one is saying the guy is top 5 in the world, he's world class, he's this, that and the other, or somehow. I'm just simply saying the man has a case to win PFA, and if it was me, I'd give it to him. Now, I'll bring out other videos. I mean, he's not the only one. I believe Kane has a case. Hazard obviously has a case. Zlatan has a case. There's a couple other guys that have cases, in my opinion, that I won't mention. I'll just bring out videos. But again, thank you for watching, people. Subscribe, show your family, show your friends, show anyone interested in football, Arsenal, anything. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe again. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment and give me your opinions as well. To Lead the Gooner, I'm signing out. Kante, you deserve PFA.